I think that Philadelphians are re-engaging with the Delaware River. The river today is cleaner than it used to be 30 or 40 years ago, and it's one of the great successes of Environmental Clean Water Act programs. So now I think it's really time for us to redefine how we relate to the river. And there's a lot that we need to do to make that happen, and our water trail map is part of that.
Water trail, all water trails are there, obviously. People use them, have been using them for years, hundreds of years. But what we're doing is mapping them, putting safety features on, putting amenities on to make the user experience a little easier.
It's just really exciting to see what's happened to the river. And needless to say, since the Schuylkill provides the city of Philadelphia with 40% of its drinking water, the aesthetics of our drinking water has improved greatly since the 1960s and 70s.
Well, I think that when the river was dirty and we were dumping a lot of sewage into the river and industrial waste, naturally people turned their backs on the river. I think now that the water is clean, I think that people are once again seeking out the river. They want to walk on the river, they want to look at the river, they want to maybe kayak in the river. Maybe we'll even get to the point that we can swim in the river on a regular basis.
Well, this trail was built about 5 or 6 years ago, actually by the city, and then it was landscaped within the last 2 years by SRDC in a partnership with the Corps of Engineers. And the idea was to try to open up this river corridor, which was formerly industrial, to the public. The idea is to open up the river, to make a part of the river that was formerly inaccessible, accessible. And of course the way you do that is get people down on the river bank, and the trail is a perfect avenue to do that. So we're very excited. 6 years ago there was nobody on this part of the river, and today user counts are 16,000 a week.
This water trail is really different. No other river in Pennsylvania is tidal. So we have some special issues on this river.
We're working on a section of the water trail, the Tidal Delaware Water Trail, that will be from Trenton down to Marcus Hook. So we have a stakeholders meeting here that we just had, and we were looking at a draft version of the map section that will be the middle of the map from roughly the Philadelphia border down to around the Schuylkill River. And we just had people looking at the map that tells you where to get on the river, what to see and enjoy when you're out there, and also how to stay safe. It's a big river, the Tidal Delaware. There's a lot of big ships, so that's also a sort of safety, how to get on the river and what to see. So this is just a draft version of the map that we're creating.
The Pennsylvania Environmental Council has been working with the Delaware River for years, and so we've become the lead organization to create this water trail.
We were trying to get people down to the banks, to the riverfront, and you can't get any closer to the river than actually getting on a boat in the river or on a kayak in the river. So last year we started riverboat tours, which run on a regular schedule, and we started kayak tours, and the response has been phenomenal.
It's fun. You feel like a tourist attraction when everyone's watching you in the river. It's great being like in the city and having an activity like that. That's just, it's just easy. It's like an out-of-town activity in the city. I think having a water trail is a great idea. I think getting people out on the river, looking at the city from a different angle, learning about the river and what, I guess maybe what the SRDC wants to do to improve the trail and extend it. It's a great idea.
The first time I got on the water was for a kayak tour last summer, and I loved it. It was so much fun. You know, when you're in the water, it's a peaceful ride, and it's fun just to be able to have the current the river take you where it wants you to go.
The rivers are being cleaned up now. We want to see people use them. I think more people that use the river recreationally will develop a greater appreciation for protecting these water resources. And that's what we're all about here. We want people to recognize what the issues are and to become stewards of our water resources.
I just would say that this is helping to complete a network of water trails that we are trying to create all across the state. And I'd like to think that this is just one of the most interesting ones because it is tidal, it is urban, it is really a different kind of river.